Wait, what was that?
I'm a balloon monster.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we started a little differently this time. I don't really know what to say about that, but I hope you enjoyed our wacky beginning to our presentation with Nathan the Balloon Monster. So now we're going to take it to Ella. So we'll say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Ella's NFL Week 13 recap, where she goes through the scores for the week, tells you who are the big winners and the big losers, and who got spanked. Take it away, Ella Bella 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 Boo.
Browns and Titans. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, but then Browns
Go
got
Browns,
a victory,
go Browns.
victory over the Titans by a score of 41-35. So the Browns have a record of 9-3, and the Titans have a record of 8-4.
Go Browns.
Raiders at Jets. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, but then Raiders have like a sneaky.
Oh, the poor Jets.
Poor Jets. They
They're
have
never
not.
gonna win.
They're never gonna win ever. And I think that's probably what's gonna happen.
Okay, so what's the record on the Raiders?
7-5, and the Jets is 0-12.
Oh, and 12. That's worse than the Panthers.
Oh my gosh. Jaguars at Vikings. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, but then Vikings have got a victory over the
Vikings
Jaguars
won in overtime.
by a score of 27-24. So the Jaguars have a record of 1-11, and the Vikings have a record of 6-6.
Get it, Vikings.
Bengals at Dolphins. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. But then the Dolphins have won against the Bengals by a score of 19-7. So the Bengals have a record of 2-9-1, and the Dolphins have a record of 8-4-0.
Dolphins are in it.
Untiable. Anyways, moving on. So we have Colts and Texans. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. But then Colts have got a victory by a score of 26-20. So the Colts have a record of 8-4, and the Texans have a record of 4-8. Colts has better records.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Alright, can you make sure that's the game right after the previous game? Okay, good. Alright, moving on. Lions at Bears. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. But then, Lions have got a victory by a score of 34-30. So the Lions and Bears both have a record of 5-7.
Panthers didn't lose. Panthers didn't lose. Bye week. Bye week.
Saints and Falcons. They played last Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. But then Saints have got a victory. Like they won against the Falcons by a score of 21-16. So the Saints have a record of 10-2, and the Falcons have a record of 4-8. Saints' record is still better. Giants and Seahawks. Well, we were not expecting
No,
this.
we were not expecting this.
But anyways, they played last Sunday at 4 or 5 p.m. on Fox. But then we weren't expecting this because Giants beat the Seahawks by a score of 17-12.
Who would have thought that?
I don't know. We thought that the Seahawks would beat them,
We did think that.
but no, they didn't. They
Okay,
actually lost.
so what's the records?
Giants have a record of 5-7, and the Seahawks have a record of 8-4, just like the Titans, by the way. Rams and Cardinals. They played last Sunday at 4 or 5 p.m. on Fox. But then Rams have got 10 points over the Cardinals by a score of 38-28.
They spanked them.
Not as much though. Not too much though. But anyways,
It's a 10-point spank.
10 point spank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spank.
So Rams have a record of 8-4, and the Cardinals have a record of 6-6, just like the Vikings.
Here's a spank. This is a big
Yeah.
spank. I didn't see this score. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes. Anyways, they played last Sunday at 4:25 p.m. on CBS. But then the Patriots have spanked the Chargers by a score of 45-0. So the Patriots have a record of 6-6, and the Chargers have a record of 3-9.
Wow, that was quite a spanking.
That sure was quite a spanking.
Quite a spanking. What do you think, Nate? Was that quite a spanking?
It was. It was.
We all agree, quite a spanking.
Quite a spanking.
Alright, Eagles at Packers. They played last Sunday at 4:25 p.m. on CBS, but then Packers have got a victory
Packers win.
by a score of 30-16. So the Eagles have a record of 3-8-1, and the Packers have a record of 9-3-0. Broncos at Chiefs. They played last Sunday at 8:20 p.m. on NBC. But then the Chiefs, the home team, has won against Denver Broncos by a score of 22-16. So the Broncos have a record of 4-8, and the Chiefs have a record of 11-1. All right,
Right.
Washington football team at Steelers. They played last Monday at 5 p.m. on Fox, but we were not expecting this to happen.
Shocking, really. Steelers got their first loss.
Yeah, Steelers have got their first loss by the football team by a score of 23-17. So Washington football team has a record of technical difficulty. She's talking.
Sorry.
Anyways, Washington football team's record is 5-7, and the Steelers' record is 11-1, just like the Chiefs, by the way. Bills at 49ers. They played. This is another 10-point spanking, also.
10-point spank.
Anyways, they played last Monday at 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. But then the Bills have a 10-point spank over the 49ers by a score of 34-24. So the Bills have a record of 9-3, and the 49ers have a record of 5-7, just like the Giants.
Ugh.
Oh. Alright.
I hate the Ravens.
I know. Anyways, Cowboys and Ravens, they played last Tuesday at 8:05 p.m. on Fox. But then, Baltimore Ravens has beat Dallas Cowboys by a score of 34-17. So the Cowboys have a record of 3-9, and the Ravens have a record of 7-5. The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, thank you so much for watching Elrose Pokelux Week 13 recap, where she let you know all the action for the week. Thank you also for seeing Sir Purr's little interjection about the Panthers having a bye. And don't forget, the amazing Nathan's balloon, what was it? Balloon what?
Balloon monster.
The balloon monster. So thank you for enjoying all of that action. We'll see you next time for Week 14 preview, so we can let you know who's playing what game at what time, so you can catch the action. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.